But this is the thing with meditation. Don't give up. You know, I think a lot of people like give up, right?
Yeah.
I literally did it every day. And let me tell you what happened. So I would do it every day. I would download every app. I tried all these, there's a bunch on YouTube. The Insight Timer is one. And I would listen, but I didn't feel like what's so great about this fucking meditation that everyone was talking about, right? But one day I was dating this guy, and for whatever reason, it was a very like small relationship. It really, really bothered me. Like I was crying, like it ended, blah, blah, all this stuff. And I was like, you know what? I'm just going to meditate. And I meditated. And that was the day that like, it just clicked. I woke up. I could give a fuck about him. It was all good. You go on your way. And I was like, not sad anymore. And that was where it clicked. I can't tell you why it clicked that day and none of the other. But what I can tell you is that I tried to meditate every day for 2 years. Every day. And that's what we say. It takes a lot of work. Okay.
I think the other thing too about meditation is like there's a lot of because I've had these same thoughts that probably people that are listening or watching have. There's a lot of misconceptions about meditation. Everybody thinks it's just sitting like this, which it is. I meditate in the morning and before I go to bed. I lay in bed. You sat
in like a Buddha pose.
Yes,
by the way, right
I'm sorry. And everybody thinks like, oh, your mind just stops. Like you don't have any. It's supposed to be empty. No, your brain is gonna still have thoughts. Mm-hmm. The trick of it is to just let it pass and not dwell on that thought. And here's one thing that I realized, because in the morning I do short meditations, and at night I choose longer ones. And I've noticed that I got to do a longer meditation, not because I want to meditate for 40 minutes. It's going to take me a good 20 minutes to quiet my brain. Mm-hmm. Once I get past that, I've had a few fantastic experiences. Meditation. I've been chasing that feeling. That's how great it was. And it's not the feeling, it was the experience. And
I want you to explain that, but I think that brings us to a point where I feel like people are too hard on themselves. I'm not saying that every time I go into meditation, I get this great euphoric feeling, but I know how it feels and I know how to get there. So, and that goes back to the different brainwaves we were talking about. Like you have to, sometimes I can get into meditation in a minute and get into the theta brainwave. Sometimes it takes me 20 minutes, like you said, but give people like who've never felt that feeling what it feels like. What are you talking about exactly?
So, okay. So here's one of the best experiences I had as meditation. Geena had sent me a guided meditation, and it's 20 minutes long.
I have it if you want me to send it to you, Chris.
It's 20 minutes. That's a long time, but all right.
Okay. So,
and I'm glad you're saying that because you have to want to do it. You have to want to put in the time.
Yeah. Because to me, I'm like, 20 minutes, that's a long time to dedicate.
But it will change your life, Chris. It will change your life.
I think that's the other, that's a really important thing. I think that in order for you to make something a lifestyle, you have to reach a point. I'm not going to say rock bottom because what is rock bottom? Mm-hmm. It's like, dude, look, if you think rock bottom is maybe like being homeless, how do you know that homeless person isn't the happiest person on earth?
Yeah.
You have to just get tired. Like I watched a video and it was like some guy said like somebody had told him like you start to change when you get tired of your own bullshit. And it's not even so much your own bullshit. I think you just have to be tired of being a certain way. Yeah. For me, I was like, you know, I was having bouts of depression where it would like be for a month. Then I would get out of it and I'd be okay. And the next time it hit, and a few months later, 2 months. And it started lasting longer and longer. And I'm like, look, it's going to get to a point where if I don't do something, I may never get out of that depressive state. And then that's going to open up a whole dark Pandora's box.